Well. Continuando con este proceso, vamos con más oraciones para el entrenamiento. Que todavía estamos con el verb to be. Y seguimos. You must be careful when crossing the street. You must be careful when crossing the street. You must be careful when crossing the street. Let me moment. Okay, continue. You must be careful when crossing the street. You must be careful when crossing the street. Following. It might be cold. It might be cold outside, so wear a jacket. It might be cold outside. It might be cool outside, so wear a jacket. Again, it might be cool outside, so wear a jacket. Jacket. It might be cool outside, so wear a jacket. Then, how may I be of assistance? 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 If I am lying, I may be struck by lightning. If I am lying, I may be struck by lightning. Okay, sorry. If I am lying, if I am lying, I may be struck by lightning. Struck by lightning. If I am lying, I may be struck by lightning. If I am lying, if I am lying, I may be struck by lightning. If I am lying, I may be struck by lightning. Perdón. If I am lying, I may be struck by lightning. If I am lying, if I am lying, I may be struck by lightning. Okay. He could be a great baker. He could be a great policeman. He could be a great fireman. He could be a great any work, any job, if he practice more. He could be great in any topic, in any area, if he practice more. He could be a great if he could be a great in something if he practice more. I couldn't be happier with my new job. 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 Wait. I couldn't be happier with my new job. She would be. Look, it's casi todo el tiempo la boca está afuera. She, no, she, no. She would be, she would be, she would be so happy. She would be so happy if you came to visit her. She would be so happier. She would be so happier. She would be so happier if you came to visit her. She would be so happy if you came to visit her. She would be so happy if you came to visit her. She would be so happy if you came to visit her. She would be so happy if you came to visit her. Visit her. She would be so happy if you came to visit her. Okay. Then I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if it rains tomorrow. 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 You should be more careful with your belongings. You should be more okay. You should be more careful with your belongings. 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 Shouldn't. You shouldn't be so hard on yourself. You shouldn't be so hard on yourself. You shouldn't be more you shouldn't be you shouldn't be so hard on yourself. You shouldn't be so hard on yourself. Okay, wait. I can be ready. I can be ready to leave. I can be ready to leave in 5 minutes. I can be ready to leave in five minutes. I can be a I can be ready. I can be ready. I can be ready to leave in 5 minutes. I can be ready to leave in 5 minutes. I can be ready. I can be ready to leave in 5 minutes. Minutes. Okay. I can't be sure if he will come to the party or not. I can't be sure if he will come to the party or not. I can't be sure if he will come to the party or not. I can't be sure if he will come to the party or not. Do you mind being alone? Do you mind being alone, alone at home tonight? Do you mind being alone at home tonight? Do you mind being alone at home tonight? Tengo la garganta un poco tocada, pero aquí nótese la diferencia cuando uno cree que o acostumbra a decir algo como alone is alone, 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 alone. Do you mind being alone? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Alone. It's alone. Leave me 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 alone. Please leave me alone. The same. Do you mind being alone at home tonight? Tonight? Do you mind leave me? Do you mind being alone at home at night? Let's be friends forever. Let's be friends forever. Let's be friends forever. Let's be friends forever. I am just glad to see you again. 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 She's still studying for her exams. She's still studying for her exams. She's still studying for exams. She's still studying for her exams. She's She's still studying for her exams. 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 Have you seen have you seen the movie yet? 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 Oh my god. Okay. I am also interested in learning Spanish. I am also interested in learning English. I am also interested in learning anyway. I am also interested in learning blah blah blah. I am also interested in learning Spanish. Okay. By the way, have you heard the news? By the way, 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 have you heard? By the way, have you heard? By the way, have you heard the news? By the way, have you heard the news? However, hard you try. However hard you try, sometimes things just don't work out. However hard you try, sometimes things just don't work out. Again, however hard you try, sometimes things just don't work out. I was suddenly aware of how quiet the room had become. I was suddenly aware of how quiet the room had become. I was suddenly aware of how quiet the room had become. I was suddenly aware of how quiet the room had become. Let's go. Let's go to the park instead of mall. Let's go to the park instead of the mall. I would rather be at home than at work. I would rather be at home than at work. I would rather be at home than at work. Though it was raining, we still had fun at the beach. beach, at the beach, beach, okay. Beach, beach, beach. Though it was raining, though it was raining, we still had fun at the beach, beach, at the beach. Though it was raining, we still had fun at the beach. Though it was raining, we still had fun at the beach. Though it was raining, we still had fun at the beach. Although he has tired, he kept working on the project. Although he was tired, he kept working on the project. Although he was tired, he kept working on the project. Okay. I am busy. But I can make time for you later. I am busy, but I can make time for you later. Later. I am busy, but I can make time for you later. I will be done with my work by 5 p.m. I will be done with my work by 5 p.m. I will be done with my work by 5 p.m. It is important to be kind to others. 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 I speak English. I speak English. I speak English. I speak English as well as Spanish. 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 Here are some examples of using to be with our verbs. Adverbs. 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 Here are some examples of using to be with adverbs. Okay. She was walking slowly to the store. She was working slowly to the store. She was working not, walking. She was walking slowly to the store. She was walking. She was walking. She was walking slowly to the store. She was walking slowly. Oh my God, la es española la estoy metiendo slowly, store, slowly, store, slowly, store, slowly, store, slowly, store, slowly, store. She was walking She was walking slowly to the store. She was walking slowly to the store. She was walking slowly to the store. Okay. She was walking slowly to the store. He ran quickly. He ran quickly. He ran quickly to catch the bus. 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 The bus. He ran quickly to catch the bus. He ran quickly to catch the bus. He ran quickly to catch the bus. The music was playing loudly in the car. 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 She whispered. She whispered. She whispered quietly. She whispered quietly to her friend. 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 They were happily celebrating their anniversary. They were happily celebrating their anniversary. They were happily celebrating their anniversary. He is rich. It's cold today. It's cold today. Okay, let me see. It's cold today. It's cold today. It's warm today. It's warm today. It's warm today. I am happy. I am intelligent. I am anyway. That's all for now. That's all for now. Is the same idea. That is all. That's all for now. That is all. Or let's call it a day. Let's call it a day. Let's call it a day. That's all for now. That's all for now. That is all. That is all. Let's call it a day. Let's call it a day. Okay, questions. What do you want to be? What job do you want to do when you grow up? What do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to be when you grow up? These books are 3 each. These books are 3 each. These books are 3 each. These sneakers are 100 each. Oh my god, each 100 to sneakers. I know sneaker. Oh my god, sneakers. Okay. These books these books are 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 3 each. These books are 3 each. These books are 3 each. This laptop are 1,000 each. Okay. So, being afraid of the dark, she always slept with the light on. Being afraid of the dark, of the dark, being afraid of the dark, she always slept with the light on. Being being afraid of the dark, being afraid of the dark, she always slept with the light on. Being afraid of the dark, she always slept with the light on. Being afraid of the dark, she always slept with the light on. Never having been worried about himself. He wasn't a sympathetic listener. Again, never having been, never having been, never having been, never having been, never having been worried, never having been worried about himself. Worried, 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 worried. Don't worried, worried, worried about. Never having been worried about himself. He wasn't a sympathetic listener. Be quiet, be quiet. The problem is deciding what to do. The problem is deciding what to do. The problem is deciding what to do. The hardest part will be to find a replacement. The hardest part will be to find a replacement. The hardest part will be to find a replacement. The general feeling is that she should be asked to leave. The general feeling is that she should be asked to leave. The general feeling is that she should be asked to leave. Good. It's not It's not the it's not that I don't like it's not that I don't like her. It's not that I don't like her. It's just that we rarely agree on anything. It's not that I don't like her. It's just that we rarely agree on anything. It's not that I don't like her. I don't like her. I don't like her. It's not that I don't like her. It's just that we rarely agree on anything. Agree. The cakes were one the $5 each. $5 each, or two for $2. Again, the cakes were one the five each, or two for $2. Again, the cakes were one the five each, or two for $2. The tickets sell for 100 each. The tickets sell for 100 each. Okay, bread around here usually goes for about 5 cents. Bread around here usually goes for about 5 cents. Bread around here usually goes for about 5 cents. Bread around here usually goes for about 5 cents. Bread around here usually goes for about 5 cents. The food was already on the table. The food was already on the table. The food was already on the table. Is anyone there? Is anyone there? Is anyone there? Is anyone there? The meeting is now. The meeting is now. Will happen next Tuesday. Okay. There's a hair in my soup. There is a hair in my soup. In my soup. There is a hair in my soup. Soup. There is a hair in my soup. There is a hair in my soup. Okay. You place yourself in the corner and expect the ball. You place yourself in the corner and expect the ball. You place yourself in the corner and expect the ball. You place yourself in the corner and expect the ball. My mother used to say I was not to play near the kitchen My mother used to say I was not to play near to the kitchen. To the kitchen. Okay. There's no money. There's no money left. What are we to do? What are we to do? There's no money left. What are we to do? What are we to do? There's no money left. There's no money left. What are we to do? I'm in college. I'm in college at the moment. I am in college at the moment. I'm in college. I am in college at the moment. I am in college at the moment. Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? He was her first husband. He was her first husband. He was her first husband. Were you at the Billie Eilish Billie 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 Eilish Billie Eilish concert? Were you at the Billie Eilish concert? Were you at the Billie Eilish concert? Were you at the Billie Eilish concert? He's very rich. He's very rich. My father is old now. My father is old now. The weather was terrible. The weather was terrible. The weather was terrible. The food is so good in Italy. The food is so good in Italy. There are lots. There are lots of wonderful places to see on the south coast. There are lots of wonderful places to see on the south coast. There are lots of wonderful places to see on the south coast. There are lots. Okay, a little hard. There are lots of wonderful places to see on the south coast. There are lots of wonderful places to see on the south coast. There are lots of wonderful places to see on the south coast. Again. There are lots of wonderful places to see on the south coast. Okay, again. There are lots of wonderful places to see on the south coast. Again, there are lots of wonderful places to see on the south coast. Perfect. There are okay. There are lots of there are lots of okay. There are lots of wonderful places to see us to see place us places to place us. Yeah. I got it. There are lots of wonderful places to place us to place us to place us in the park. The 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 obvio 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 the obvio the obvio. There are lots of wonderful places to place us in the park. To place us in the park. There are lots of wonderful places to place us to place us us to place us to place us in the park. Duh. There are lots of there are there are lots of there are lots of there are lots of wonderful places. There are a lot of there are lots of wonderful places to place us to place us to place us. There are lots of wonderful places to place us in the park. Duh. There are lots of wonderful places to meet us in the city. There are lots of wonderful places to meet us in the city. There are lots of wonderful places to meet us in the city. There are lots of wonderful places to meet us in the city. Okay. Is she Irish or English? Is she Irish? Is she Irish or English? Is she Irish or English? Is she Irish or English? Is 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 she is she is she Irish or English? Is he Colombian or English? Is he Colombian or English? Is he Colombian? Is he Colombian or English? Is he Colombian or English? I am a Arsenal fan. I am an Arsenal fan. I am an Arsenal. I am an Arsenal fan. I am an Arsenal fan. He's been a member of the football soccer club for 20 years. He's been a member of the football soccer club for 20 years. He's been a member of the football soccer club for 20 years. He's a firefighter. He's a firefighter. Not. He's not. He his fire not. His his fire not is. The right way is his fire fire. Okay. The right way is he is blah blah blah. He is a firefighter. He is a firefighter. He's a firefighter. Both of my brothers brothers are policemen. Both of my 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 brothers are policemen. Okay. My grandmother was a nurse. 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 He's my first cousin. 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 They are my best friends. They are my best friends. Are you her sister? Are you her sister? Are you her sister? Okay, let me see. Okay. Are you her sister? Are you her sister? Are you her sister? Her house is on the edge of the lake. Edge. This mirror, I lay the mirror edge the desk. Edge the desk. Okay. Her house is on the edge of the lake. Her house is on the edge of the lake. Her house is on the edge of the lake. Edge. Okay. Her house is on the edge of the lake. Her house is on the edge of the lake. Her house is on the edge of the lake. The shops are at the end of the street. The shops are at the end of the street. The shops are at the end of the street. The shops are at the end of the street. My house is My house is in the middle of the street. My house is in the middle of the street. My house is in the middle of the street. You're being too generous. You're being too generous. You're being too generous. You're being too generous. 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 You're being too generous. Generous. Ignore him. He's just been silly. Ignore him. He's just been silly. Ignore him. He's just been silly. I was very happy. I was very happy. Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Oh my God. Okay. Will Martin be able to get anyone in his car? Will Martin be able to get everyone in his car? Will Martin be able to get everyone in his car? Will Martin be able to get everyone in his car? We were supposed to get her. Okay, to get there an hour ago. We were supposed to get there an hour ago. We were supposed to get there an hour ago. We were supposed to get there an hour ago. I'm reading. I am reading. I read the book. Read. I. What the hell? Okay, let me see some. Okay. I am reading a book about the Titanic at the moment. I am reading a book about the Titanic at the moment. Titanic at the moment. I am reading a book about the Titanic at the moment. Oof. I am reading a book about the Titanic at the moment. I am reading a book about the Titanic at the moment. I am reading a book about the Titanic at the moment. I am reading a book about the Titanic at the moment. I am reading a book about the Titanic at the moment. What was she doing in my room? 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 Okay, what was he doing in France? 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 Okay. The concert was advertised last week. Advertised Ok, quiero dejar esta pronunciación re clarísima.
Advertise.
Ad,
Ad. Advertise. Advertise.
advertise. Advertise. Okay. The concert was advertised last week. The concert, the concert, the concert was advertised last week. The job was advertised yesterday. The job was advertised yesterday. Okay. The law, the lottery. Oh, okay. The lottery. Okay. The lottery winner, the lottery winner, the lottery winner was advertised last week. The house was being painted. 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 Okay. Do you live? Do you live? Do you live? Live? Live. Do you live near here? 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 Not. This is the right way. This, the following, not. This. Do you live near here? Okay. Sorry. My profits are lower this year. My profits are lower this year. Lower. My profits are lower this year. My profits are lower this year. Okay. The right way. There are so many great restaurants here. There are so many great restaurants here. There are so many great restaurants here. Not there is so many great restaurants. This. There are so many great restaurants here. Okay. Do you accept credit cards? 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 Cards. Do you accept credit cards? Do you accept credit cards? Do you accept credit cards? Okay. A long story short is the same to in short. A long story short. In short, the job is not the be all and all. In short, the job is not the be all and all. The be all and all. The be all and all. And all. And all. And all. The job is not the be all and all. In short, the job is not the be all and all. In short, a long story short, in short, The job is not the be all and end all. And all. The job is not the be all and all. Though some teachers play a big role in your learning process, those are not the be all and all improvement. Again, though some teachers play a big role in your learning process, those are not the be all and all improvement. Again, though some teachers play a big role in your learning process, those are not the be all and all improvement. Again, though some teachers play a big role in your learning process, those are not the be all and all improvement. She's always moving. Okay. Though some teachers play a big role in your learning process, those are not the be all and all improvement. She's always moving around the city. She's always moving around the city. She's always moving around the city. Personify. Heath Ledger was the Joker. Personify. Heath Ledger was the Joker. He embodied the Joker. He embodied the Joker. Embodied the Joker. Again, personify. Heath Ledger was the Joker. He embodied the Joker. Them. The leaves were blowing in the winds. The leaves were blowing in the wind. The leaves were blowing in the wind. The leaves were blowing in the wind. Okay. The sailboat was adrift on the lake. Okay. The sailboat was adrift on the lake. The sailboat was adrift on the lake. The sailboat was adrift on the lake. Let her be. Let him be. Let us be. Let them be. Let me be. Plan. Be after. Okay. Plan. He plans to be a baker. He plans to be a baker. He plans to be a baker. She had planned to go to her mom's. She had planned to go to her mom's. He plans to be a baker. He plans to be a baker. Be equal or equivalent to. Be equal or equivalent to. Be equal or equivalent. Equivalent. Equivalent to. Equivalent to. 5,000 pesos. 5,000 pesos equals $1 these days. 5,000 pesos equals $1 this day. These days. These days. 5,000 pesos equals $1 this day. 5,000 pesos equals $1. $1. 5,000 pesos equals $1 these days. 5,000 pesos equals $1 these days. Okay. Existence. Is there a good? Is there a God? Is there a God? Is there a God? Where is my umbrella? Where is my umbrella? The tool is in the back. The tool is in the back. What is behind this behavior? What is behind this behavior? Okay. Have the quality of being. Have the quality of being. This is not a good answer. This is not a good answer. This is not a good answer. He's rich. He's rich. He's rich. Believe. My grandfather lived until the end of the war. My grandfather lived until the end of the war. War. My grandfather lived until the end of the war. My grandfather lived until the end of the war. The great football player is no more. The great football player is no more. The great football player is no more. Constitute. This is my only income. Okay. This is my only income. 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 The forest was the backdrop for his DJ performance. Okay, the forest was the backdrop for his DJ performance. The first was the backdrop for his DJ performance. The first was the backdrop for his DJ performance. Okay. Falta, ya casi. The Dark Knight was the backdrop for her first kiss. The Dark Knight was the backdrop for their first kiss. Spend or use time. Spend or use time. Okay. It may be an hour. It may be an hour. For example, how much do you finish? How much do you finish? Or how long do you spend the time to finish the work? I can say I may be an hour. I may be an hour. I may be an hour. Or it may be an hour. Puedes ser una hora. It may be an hour. It would be 2 minutes to complete the turn. It would be 2 minutes to complete the turn. It would be 2 minutes to complete the turn. Okay. I think it could be 3 days to finish the topic. I think it could be 3 days to finish the topic. I think it could be 3 days to finish the topic. Be identical to. Be identical to. The president of the USA is Biden. The president of the USA is Biden. This is my house. This is my house. This is my room. This is my room. Okay. Cost. B. These shoes cost $100. These shoes cost $100. The apple cost $1. Okay. I lost my wallet. This was during I go back at home. I lost my wallet. This was during I go back at home. There were a bunch of people at the grocery. There were a bunch of people at the grocery. There were a bunch of people at the grocery. And finally, there was a lot of noise in the kitchen. There was a lot of noise in the kitchen. There was a lot of noise in the kitchen. Okay. It's call it a day. See ya.